update!
And it's been another week. It has been a rough week for me here. I found out that I didn't make it into the next round of Project Greenlight, which is disappointing. I was very disappointed not to make it into the top 20, but 180 people, 179 other people were as equally disappointed as me, you know? So that's fine. Today I thought we would just kind of like get rid of all the Project Greenlight stuff. I'm going to show you my bio video and just a little bit of information about stuff from our Greenlight experience, which was a good time. But so yeah, I'm disappointed that we didn't make it any further, but that's fine. We have Pops episode 9 to focus on. That first link under the video is going to be to our Indiegogo campaign, so you guys can help us make episode 9, which has been going very well. And we're about to step up our game. We're going to start making our campaign videos every other day now. So there's going to be a barrage of stuff coming your way, just kind of focusing on our campaign. And it's cold. As soon as I got back from LA, it's cold in Illinois. Middle September, like sweater thermal cold, you know? So that was another awesome circumstance. Bio video. Here was my Project Greenlight bio video.
Hey, my name's Jake Jarvi. I'm 33 years old, live just north of Chicago, and I'm addicted to storytelling. I make my living as a staff writer at a small publishing company, writing features and profile stories for 3 magazines and 1 newspaper, as well as shooting and editing every video that appears on the website. For the last 5 years outside of work, I've been writing and directing a comedy sci-fi web series about people with superpowers. We started with what we had, a standard def mini DV camera and the worst VFX you can imagine. But as our audience showed up and started crowdfunding us, we were able to upgrade our gear, and many online VFX tutorials later, the show looks really good. It's accumulated 4.5 million video views, has collected some festival laurels, and is nominated for Best Indie Series in this year's Streamy Awards. In fact, when I heard Project Greenlight was coming back, I almost just used one of my favorite scenes from the show, but a friend of mine told me,
Don't.
Okay. At the beginning of the year, I submitted a horror short to Studio 360 with Kurt Anderson for a contest judged by past Project Greenlight guru Wes Craven. It won. And he said, it combined a tight narrative with excellent technical elements of action, camera movement, lighting, and acting. My suspicion was whoever made this was either professional or should be. Yes! I spend almost all of my time creating stories. Just ask my very understanding wife. Or my friends, who I only see when we're working on projects. Don't listen to those assholes. And when I'm not making stories, I'm consuming them. I read through every lunch break. I listen to audiobooks when I drive. And I attend as many of Chicago's revival movie screenings as is fiscally feasible. When I was a kid going to the movies every weekend, staring at the spectacle of the big screen, I knew where I wanted to be. On the other side of that screen. That's when I was 12 watching Last Action Hero, and that Deus Ex Dynamite launched off the screen and pulled the kid from My Girl 2 through to the other side. I knew there was a way. You're it, Project Greenlight. You're my Last Action Hero. Probably should have referenced Purple Rose of Cairo.
And I thought it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun making it. We really went to a lot of different locations in Chicago. One of which, the end there, is amazing, is the Portage Theater. The Portage Theater is this cool movie theater in Chicago. It's been shut down for a little bit for renovations, and they're just opening it up for events like movie screenings and concerts again. The awesome horror movie marathon coming up in like a month is going to be at the Portage, which I'm going to do my best to attend. I've never been able to go to that one, and I can't wait to try and go this time. Charlie at the Portage was so awesome to us. If you have an event that you want to host or anything, you should definitely go to the Portage. We went to just shoot that while they were setting up for a concert that night. Then he was like, you want to check out the projection booth?
Must be.
Wow.
This is what they call
The movie wheel spiral.
the movie wheel spiral. Is what they call that.
Craig explains the projector.
Yeah, that's the movie reel spiral. Picture box. Projection rod. Right there.
What's this?
Vertical projection rod. That right there?
Yeah.
It's the plastic rod.
This is the Brad Pitt handle.
Yeah. He invented it. Brad Pitt invented that handle.
Whenever the projectionist sees Brad Pitt on the screen, they have something to hold themselves up with so they don't fall down.
Because Brad Pitt's now such a humanitarian, he did that for them.
Very knowledgeable about movie projectors, those 3. Also, thinking of Project Greenlight, here's this one outtake from when we were shooting our short, whoops, that kind of proves I've been working on Pops for a really long time.
Thank you.
Do
And
you want me to not frame her, or does it?
staring down towards where Maddie would be. Everybody's tense, super tense. She can be framed in.
Okay.
And no, more on Donald.
Donald?
more on Craig.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yep. So, on we go. Onward to episode 9. Unfortunately, we were supposed to be shooting the next 3 days, but we had a location fall through, like a lot. Like the location will never again be available. So I have to do a rewrite on the script now. An entire story plot line needs to be replotted to exist in a different place, and I need to take a character away because we're not going to have access to that character anymore. So like it's just we are very lucky that we get to do these things that we do, that we can throw together a short like Whoops so quickly. That people are so supportive of making stories that I want to tell. Very lucky about all of this, and I understand that. But it's still never easy. Eliza and I were talking about it in the car yesterday, and she was like, you should talk about that in this week's update. People talk about how awesome it is that we get to do what we do in the comments and everything, and they, oh man, I wish I could make a web series with my friends, all that stuff. And we've come so far. Over 8 episodes going into the 9th here, but it's always a matter of forcing something into existence. Things like a complicated, logistically complicated web series, their natural state is not existing. And in order to make them exist, it's constant adaptation and forcing something to be. And it's just harder than usual right now, because on top of the production complications, there's just a little bit of disappointment from... We were up for a lot of cool things, and none of them really panned out just now. That's okay. I understand. And I'm just going to keep going, because that's what we do. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you to everybody who's donated to the campaign so far. This dude named Chris on YouTube is going to do a Q&A with me and maybe Eliza, like in 6 days, I think, on Saturday. We have some other things going on that day as well, so the actual scheduling of it is yet to happen, but it's going to be on Saturday because the last Q&A we did with all 4 of us, I know the people in the UK and in Australia as well, had sleep issues where they wanted to sleep instead of staying up all night to watch us do a Q&A. We'll do a quick interview in the middle of the Indiegogo campaign on his channel. He's going to have some questions for us, and I'll let you know where to pose those questions later on. Just if you follow me on Twitter, link you to the venue for that, as well as I'm on a podcast, a video game podcast that my friends are doing. A link to that will be going up tomorrow that I will also be tweeting about, and maybe on our Facebook page. So just be on the lookout for those. Thank you guys so much for coming back here to hang out with me and to keep abreast of everything going on in our little area of the world, and I will see you guys in a week. That's the Pops logo. Hope you guys have a good one. See you soon with lots more on our Indiegogo campaign. Bye.